My name is Karim Rafa. I'm here with Anton from Play Game. Hi, Anton.
Hi,
Good to meet you.
good to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Before we get into the details, can you please tell me a bit more about yourself, your company, and how things are going?
So far, I've been, 10 years making games. Pretty blessed to have VC backed, but I realize that a lot of indie game developers are not as lucky as I am, in the sense that they have to struggle. They have to really compete with the big players such as Tencent, Supercell, Gung Ho, Mixi, to name a few of them, which is actually very alarming because most of them, these 25 big companies in the world actually control over 70% of the whole gaming market, which gives little space for indie game developer. That's why, for me, playgame.com is trying to solve that problem. We're trying to connect these indie game developers to make some money in the crypto space, where they can have an alternative source of income.
From the decentralized aspect of all things, I mean, we see a lot of development in the crypto space in banking and financial tech, also in media and so on, and now in gaming also, where taking away from the oligopoly, giving a decentralized approach and giving the power to the small developers and the smaller users as well. So I understand you're mostly based on mobile and casual gaming, is that right?
Yes, that's it. So I mean, never before has been a technology such as blockchain are able to make us, more transparent, more efficient in a way where it's much needed in a creative space like this, where a game developer can actually see their earnings real time, where they can get paid faster and more efficient without any discrepancy.
I see that we've seen that similarly in the media space with like the Netflix for the Netflix for blockchain,
Sure.
or where royalties get paid directly to the producers as opposed to going first through distributors, a long royalty payment process, and the end of a long commission structure.
Right.
Nothing really reaches the initial developers, right?
Yep.
So something similar in the game space is very interesting, but we've seen something with esports and bigger groups as such, betting on sports outcomes. What are competitors doing? Do you have any really in the space that you're particularly in?
So most, from my experience making casual games, I think we are the space where not our gamers are not the kind where we call it mid-core to hardcore gamers, where you spend like 3 hours, 4 hours, or even 20 hours just playing, sitting.
That's the hardcore.
Yeah, sitting inside, sitting in front of a PC and trying to beat your opponent. For us, our gamers are mostly people who really just flip up their phone while they're waiting for their friends in a bus stop or on the train station, where they just play for five minutes, compete and get a high score, and then just put it back in their pocket until there's a notification that their friends beat them for that high score, and then they'll, I have to beat them back and stuff like that. So that's kind of the gamers that we are looking for.
Yeah, I've been there. It's a kind of taxi and MRT, public transport kind of gaming. Yeah, I'm there too. So, I mean, we're all following you now quite avidly. Can you tell us what your followers can expect in the coming 6 months to 1 year?
Our roadmap right now is to actually go to a lot of Southeast Asian countries and talk to their game developers to get them, to evangelize them and get them into our platform and make them, have an alternative source of income.
That's the idea, right? Build the supply, get the following, and eventually the platform takes a life of its own. And that's the idea, right? The decentralization at its core.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful project.
Thank you.
Just quickly before we move on, which platforms are you currently available? Is it just like purely web-based? Do you have to download apps?
So this is I would say our first attempt of a direct-to-play. What I mean by direct-to-play is that you don't need to download any application, any APK, any files to your phone or any device. You can play from any devices such as Mac, PC, smartphone, smart devices, iPad, Samsung Tab, whatever it is. As long as there's a modern browser with an internet connection, you just can go to beta.playgame.com, which is currently the site, but later on we'll move to playgame.com only. Beta.playgame.com, you can just open it, it's responsive, no need to download, just play just like that.
Perfect, fantastic. Well, you heard it here, playgame.com, and Anton, thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you around.
See you, thank you.